Hello guys, welcome to Mr. Technomax. Today I am going to discuss about the basics of trigonometry chapter. First of all, what is trigonometry? Trigonometry is nothing but the branch of maths which deals with the measure of a triangle. So let us consider a right angle triangle ABC. Triangle ABC, right angle is at B. So AC is the hypotenuse. What is hypotenuse? The side which is exactly opposite to the 90 degrees, AC, is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. Hence AB and BC are the other two sides of a triangle. So there are 6 types of trigonometric ratios. They are sine, which we can write in the short form as sine, SIN. And next one is cosine. The short form, it is written as cos. Next one, tangent. The short form, tan. Next it is cotangent. The short form we can write as cot. And again, secant. We can short form written as sec. And cosecant. Short form we can write as cosec. These are the 6 trigonometric ratios in the trigonometry. By using these trigonometric ratios, we need to find the measures of the right angle triangle. So comes to the definition of sine. Sine of an angle A, that is sine A. The definition of sine A is nothing but side opposite to angle A by hypotenuse. So by the definition, sine of an angle A can be written as side opposite to angle A by hypotenuse. So what is the side opposite to angle A? Angle A is here. The side which is opposite to angle A, the side which is opposite to angle A is BC. It is exactly opposite to angle A. BC is the side which is opposite to angle A. So side opposite to angle A, it is BC by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse in the right angle triangle, what it is? AC. So sine A, by the definition, the trigonometric ratio sine A can be written as BC by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AC. BC by AC. Similar to this, cos A definition is side adjacent to angle A by hypotenuse. So cos A definition is side adjacent to angle A by hypotenuse. So what is adjacent to angle A? In this triangle, the angle A is here. Adjacent, it means the side which comes down from the angle A. So it is AB. This is the angle A. So AB is the adjacent. Hence side adjacent to angle A is the down side of a triangle. So it is AB. By hypotenuse is AC. So the definition of cos A is side adjacent to angle A by hypotenuse. That is AB by AC. So not only in case of A, we can take also in case of C. So comes to sine C. Side opposite to angle C. Side opposite to angle C is, this is the angle C. The exactly opposite side is AB by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AC. Comes to cos C. Side adjacent to cos C. Side adjacent to cos C. If you rotate this triangle, the adjacent side will be here angle C, the adjacent will be CB or BC. by hypotenuse is AC. So tan of an angle A can be written as opposite to angle A by side opposite to angle A by adjacent to E. So it is nothing but opposite to angle A. Opposite is BC by adjacent to angle A. Adjacent is here, comes from the down AB. So from this we can say that tan A equal to sin A by cos A. By the definition we need to say that opposite to angle A by side opposite to angle A by adjacent to angle A. Tan in terms of sin A can be written as sin A by cos A. By the definition, sin A equal to opposite to angle A by hypotenuse. Cos A equal to adjacent to angle A by hypotenuse. So if you take the division, hypotenuse gets cancelled. The remaining is opposite to angle A by adjacent to angle A. Opposite to angle A by adjacent to angle A. So it is nothing but tan A is in the form of sin A and cos A is tan A equal to sin A by cos A. Comes to the definition of secant A. The definition of secant A is given by hypotenuse by side adjacent to angle A. So when it comes to the cos A, side adjacent to angle A by hypotenuse. You can check here, it is completely reciprocal, completely reverse. So by this we can say that secant A, it is a reciprocal of cos A. So secant A in terms of cos A can be written as secant A equal to 1 by cos A. So secant A, try to find out from the triangle secant A equal to hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is nothing but AC by side adjacent to angle A. Side adjacent to angle A is AB. When it comes to cos A, side adjacent to angle A. Side adjacent to angle A is AB by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AC. So it is AC by AB, here AB by AC. So completely it is reciprocal. Hence we can say that secant A and cos A both are reciprocal to each other. So hence secant A can be written in the secant A by the definition hypotenuse by adjacent. Secant A in terms of cos A is secant A equal to 1 by cos A. Similarly, cosecant, when it comes to cosecant A, the definition is hypotenuse by opposite to angle A, whatever may be the angle here. If here it is B, then opposite to angle B. If here it is A, opposite to angle A. Hence, side opposite to angle A. When it comes to the case of sin A equal to opposite to angle A by hypotenuse. Here we can check that cosecant A and sin A both are reciprocals again. You can check here hypotenuse in the triangle hypotenuse is AC by opposite to angle A. Opposite to angle A is BC. In the sine case, opposite to angle A is AB. Sorry. In the sine case, opposite to angle A is BC, hypotenuse is AC. Here AC by BC and BC by AC both are reciprocal. So we can say that cosecant A and sin A are reciprocal. Hence cosecant A equal to 1 by sin A. Or you can write as sin A equal to 1 by cosecant A. Similarly, secant A equal to 1 by cos A, or else cos A equal to 1 by secant A. Anyway, both are correct. So sine, cosecant are reciprocals. Secant cos or reciprocal. Next, the definition of cotangent, that is cot. So cot A. The definition of cot A is adjacent to angle A, side adjacent to angle A by opposite to angle A. Next comes to tan A, it is completely again reverse. Side opposite to angle A by adjacent to angle A. So from the figure, adjacent to angle A, cot A. So adjacent to angle A is AB, by opposite to angle A is opposite to angle A. Here the angle A, opposite is BC. Next, tan A, opposite to angle A, opposite is here BC, by adjacent to angle A, adjacent is AB. Here it is AB by BC and BC by A, both are completely reversed. Hence, cot A and tan A are reciprocal to each other. So cot A equal to 1 by tan A, or we can written as tan A equal to 1 by cot A. Next the topic is about changing from one trigonometric ratio to other trigonometric ratio. For example, sin 90 minus A. If an angle is like this, 90 minus A, then sin will be changed into cos, and the result will be whatever the angle here it says, that is the answer. So sin 90 minus A, sin changes to cos, and 90 minus it is removed, and A will be written here. So sin 90 minus A is cos A. Similarly, secant 90 minus A changes to cosecant. Secant 90 minus A changes to cosecant A. Again, in the case of tan 90 minus A changes to cot A. So 90 minus, because it is exists in the 90 minus angle, so it is less than 90, it exists in the first quadrant. So sin 90 minus A changes to cos A, sin changes to cos, secant changes to its cosec, tan changes to cot. Its co-ratios, these ratios changes into the co-ratios. Sin, cosine, secant, cosecant, tan, cotangent, tangent, cotangent. So don't get confused here. So in the case of reciprocal, sin changes to sin A equal to 1 by cosecant A, cos A equal to 1 by secant A, cot A equal to 1 by tan A. So don't get confused here. Here sin reciprocals to cosecant, but here sin changes to cos. Sin changes to cos, but in case of reciprocal, sin changes to cosecant. Again, secant changes to cosecant. In the case of reciprocal, secant changes to cos. Again, in case of changing ratio, tan changes to cot, but here no change. In both cases they are same. Only we need to remember that sin changes to cos in case of 90 minus A, but in the reciprocal, sin is a reciprocal of cosecant. Cosecant is a reciprocal of sin. Anyway, it is correct. In change of ratio, secant changes to cos, cosecant changes to secant. Sin 90 minus A equal to cos A, or cos 90 minus A equal to sin A. Cos 90 minus A equal to sin A. Cosecant 90 minus A equal to secant A, or secant 90 minus A equal to cosecant A. So in case of 90 minus A, just the trigonometric ratio what you have changes to its co-function, its co-ratio. So don't get confused here in the case. Next, the theorem, Pythagoras theorem. is the foremost important theorem. It plays a major role in the trigonometry. So what is Pythagoras theorem? According to the Pythagoras, the mathematician, he developed a theory. It is opposite square plus adjacent square equal to hypotenuse square. So in the case of right angle triangle ABC, the opposite is you can take the remaining other than hypotenuse, the remaining two side squares, sum of two remaining side squares, that is AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. This is called Pythagoras theorem. It is the foremost important thing in this topic. Next topic is about identities. There are three identities in the trigonometry. They are sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. This is standard. Next, secant square A minus tan square A equal to 1. Again, third one is cosecant square A minus cot square A equal to 1. These are standard formulas. These are fixed. Sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. Whatever the value in the A, substitute, you will get the answer 1. How it is derived? It is derived from Pythagoras theorem. First we will learn about the first identity, sin square A plus cos square A. There is an angle called theta. If you don't know the angle, in the sums, if you don't know the angle, you will denote the something. For an example of a problem, if you don't know the value, you will assume as a x. But in the case of a triangle, if you don't know the angle, you can replace it with theta. You can assume it as theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. Secant square theta minus tan square theta equal to 1. Cosecant square theta minus cos square theta equal to 1. So let us prove that sin square theta plus sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. So here comes the derivation of sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. Before going to this, what is Pythagoras theorem? The sum of squares of two sides of a right angle triangle. Remember that Pythagoras theorem is only applicable for right angle triangle because hypotenuse exists only in right angle triangle. What is hypotenuse first? It's a side opposite to 90 degrees. So hypotenuse exists only in right angle triangle. Hence Pythagoras theorem is only applicable for right angle triangle. So what is here right angle triangle? In case of Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square. So what we need to prove? Sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. Not only in case of A, you can sin square B plus cos square B, sin square C plus cos square C. It always 1. So the ratio will be different, angle should be same. So you will get the answer 1. So what is the LHS? Sin square A plus cos square A. So first of all, by the definition, what is sin A? Sin A is opposite to angle A. Opposite is BC by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse AC. What is cos A? Adjacent to angle A. Adjacent is AB by hypotenuse AC. So substitute the values of sin A and cos A in this equation, in this expression. So sin A is BC by AC. Here we have square, so we can put here whole square plus cos square A. So cos A definition is AB by AC whole square. So we get BC square by AC square plus AB by AC whole square is AB square by AC square. So here denominator is same. Let's add the values of BC square. Numerators. BC square plus AB square by AC square. Hence, after the rearrangement, AB square plus BC square by AC square. So what is by the difference? So by Pythagoras theorem, AB square plus BC square can be written as AC square. You know this equation as equation number 1. From equation number 1, we can say that AB square plus BC square is AC square by denominator is AC square. So if AC square by AC square get cancelled, equal to 1. So sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1 we get. We got sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1, that equal to RHS. Hence sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. It is proved. So in case of secant square A minus tan square A, in case of cosecant square A minus cot square A, it is also 1. We need to prove from this equation. Secant square A minus tan square A equal to 1. We need to divide by cos. Next, the derivation of secant square A minus tan square A equal to 1. So we need to use the previous identity, that is sin square A plus cos square A equal to 1. We already proved this. From this we need to get this identity. So in order to get tan, here we have tan, here we have sin. Tan in terms of sin, what it is? Tan A equal to sin A by cos A. But here we have only sin. By cos we need to have. So dividing the equation, consider this is as equation number 1, consider this is as equation number 2. So dividing the equation number 2 by cos, here we have square, cos square A by cos square A by cos square A. So sin square A by cos square A. It is sin by cos is tan, but we have both squares. It is tan square A plus cos square A by cos square A get cancelled. It is 1 by cos square A. Remember here it is a reciprocal. 1 by cos changes to secant, sec. So here we have cos square. So 1 by cos is secant A, but if we have square is secant. So now transfer the tan square A to RHS. So secant square A we have here. So here we have plus tan square A. If it is moves to the right side, so it is minus tan square A equal to 1 we have. Thus it is proved. Similarly, cosecant square A minus cot square A. Cosecant square A minus cot square A equal to 1. So from this you can prove, or sin square A plus cos square you can take from that. Similar in this way you can prove that cos square A, cosecant square A minus cot square A equal to 1. So comes to the values. There are values 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and finally 90 degrees. We have 6 trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, secant, cosecant, and cot. So sin 0. Sin 0 is, remember that sin 0 is always 0. Next sin 30 is 1 by 2. Next sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 60 is root 3 by 2. Sin 90 is 1. Sin 90 is 1. So just you need to remember the value of just sin. Automatically you will get all these things. All the values of cos, tan, secant, cosecant and cot. So just cos. The value of cos 0 is just 1. Is 1. Come reverse. Cos 30 root 3 by 2. Next 1 by root 2. Next 1 by 2. next is 0. You need to come from this side. So sin 0, 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2. So cos 0 is 1, cos 30 degrees is 3 by 2, cos 45 value is 1 by root 2, cos 60 is 1 by 2, cos 90 is 0. You need to come reverse. It is along reverse. Both are reverse in direction. Next, tan. What is the tan? What is the value of tan in terms of sin and cos? Tan equal to sin by cos. Tan A equal to sin by cos A. So sin by cos 0 by 1. 0 by 1. 0. Tan 30. Tan 30 is nothing but sin 30 by cos 30. Sin 30 by cos 30. So sin 30 value is 1 by 2. Cos 30 value is root 3 by 2. So tan 30 equal to sin 30 by cos 30. So that is 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. So 2 gets cancelled. So answer is 1 by root 3. Similarly, tan 45 equal to 1 sin 45 by cos 45. 1 by root 2 by 1 by root 2. Root 2 gets cancelled. 1 by 1 it is 1. Next, tan 60. Root 3 by 2 by 1 by 2. Root 2 gets cancelled. Root 3 by 1 itself. Root 3. Next, tan 90. Tan 90 is nothing but sin 90 by cos 90. Sin 90 it is 1 by cos 90 is 0. So 0 by 1 we can written as 0. But 1 by 0 is not defined. Nobody is defined yet. So we can simply, it is represented as infinity. Symbol is infinity. Nobody derived it. 1 by 0, nobody derived. So it is called as infinity. Symbol is reverse 8. Okay. Next, secant. Secant is the reciprocal of cos. Secant equal to 1 by cos. So secant 0. Secant 0 is nothing but 1 by cos 0. 1 by cos 0. Cos 0 how much? Cos 0 is 1. 1 by 1. It is 1. Okay. Secant 30 again. Secant 30 is 1 by cos 30. So 1 by cos 30 how much? Cos 30. 1 by cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. 1 by root 3 by 2. So it is reverse. That becomes 1 into 2 by root 3. So it is 2 by root 3. 2 by root 3. Simply you can write as, comes to secant, it is reverse of cos. So cos reverse is 1. Secant here root 3 by 2, 2 by root 3. Again it is 1. It is reverse. Secant 45. 1 by root 2 becomes reverse. Reciprocal. Root 2 by 1. Root 2 by 1 is nothing but root 2. Similarly, secant 60 is reciprocal of cos 60. Reciprocal. 1 by 2 becomes 2 by 1. It is 2. Secant 90. That is 1 by cos 90. Reverse. Here we have 1 by 1. By default we have 1. So reverse, it is 1 by 0. 1 by 0 again. Okay. Comes to the cosecant. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. Cosecant equal to 1 by sine. So cosecant 0 equal to 1 by sine 0. So it is the reciprocal. So here by default we have 1. So reverse 1 by 0. So cosecant 0, 1 by 0. It is not defined again. Comes to cosecant 30. Cosecant 30 is the reverse of sin 30. Sin 30 1 by 2 just reverse 2 by 1 is 2. Again the reverse of sin root 2 by 1 is root 2. Reverse 2 by root 3. Again the reverse. Here we have 1. 1 by 1 again is 1. Okay. So cosecant is the reverse. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So we get the reversed value. Again cot, same, similar to these two. Cot is the reciprocal of tan. So here by 1. So cot 0 is 1 by tan 0. So reciprocal of this is again infinity. So reciprocal of this is root 3. Reciprocal of this is 1. Reciprocal of this is, so by 1 we have 1 by root 3. Reciprocal of, so comes to reciprocal of infinity. Infinity, we have infinity, by default we have by 1. So if we reciprocal 1 by infinity, 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. How come? How infinity is how we write infinity? 1 by 0 we write infinity. Reciprocal of infinity is nothing but reciprocal of 0 by 1. So reciprocal of 0 by 1 is 1 by 0. 1 by 0. The reciprocal of infinity. 1 by 0 is the infinity. We write 1 by 0 as infinity. But reciprocal of infinity is 0 by 1. So 0 by 1 is 0. That is what we write. Reciprocal of infinity is 0. How infinity is exist? How infinity came? 1 by 0 equal to infinity. Reciprocal of 1 by 0 is 0 by 1. So 0 by 1 is 0. So reciprocal of infinity is 0. These values are remembered to be, it is very difficult to remember, right? So if you know the values of only this row, only sine, that is this row. If you know the values of sine 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90, you will get all these values. Okay? So better to remember sine values. You will get all the values. Automatically you will get all these values. No need to remember such total values of every ratio. Sine 0 how much, cos 0 how much, cosecant 0 how much. You need to derive in your mind. If you get perfected in the reciprocals, that is sine equal to 1 by cosecant, cos equal to 1 by secant. If you get perfection, this is a piece of cake to you. So just you need to remember these sine values. Automatically you will get all these values. So guys, till now we are discussed about the identities, formulas, conversions and the basic of trigonometry. In the next class we are going to learn about the problems wherever these formulas and conversions, identities we need to use. So keep subscribing Mr. Techno Creations. Thank you.